Hello and welcome to Bomb Squad InDreams Club PlayStation podcast. My name is Andrew Muggleton and I'm, as always, joined by my wonderful co-host Chris Sloan. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very excited to be here talking about all PlayStation news.
Ooh,
Exciting.
There is
Lots
some
to talk about.
very exciting stuff to talk about, isn't there?
Still no PlayStation 5 reveal though.
No, we're still waiting. I was kind of convinced that it was definitely going to happen within the last couple of weeks.
I thought it would be February for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're now straight into March. Maybe a bit of a...
We're like already a quarter of the way into March.
Yeah.
As of recording. So
absolutely.
Nothing yet.
You had a thought on that, didn't you? Why they haven't said anything?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just thought the conspiracy theory was like, are they waiting for Microsoft to say a price?
Yeah.
Because there's lots of talk about how the cost for all the parts of the PS5 is ballooning, and so it's getting to the point where they're going to have to go, how much of a loss can we actually take on this? So I'm wondering if they're wanting to see what Xbox are going to do pricing wise, and then I'm also thinking, but when is Microsoft actually going to announce that? Because you're not really going to announce a price at E3, surely.
Yeah, and is E3 going to even happen?
Yeah,
before the COVID-19.
Yeah, so a little bit not sure.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of a game of chicken going on.
I'd love to see behind the scenes of what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just wanted to start this off because I've been thinking a lot recently, and I think quite often I consider myself to be quite a wise person. Yeah,
quite an intellectual thinker.
Well, not necessarily about intelligence, but just wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
So what I've been doing is I've been collecting some of my wisdoms. Into like a
wisdom jar,
into a note page on my phone. Okay. But eventually I might put it down into a book.
Yeah,
I've got two so far. Mm-hmm. So I started up. I'm just starting out. Really,
of course.
So I've got two wisdoms, and I just wanted to run them by you and see what you thought.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm ready.
The first of my wisdoms is this: always be suspicious of allotment owners.
Huh?
What do you think about that?
I can see where you're coming from with that.
Because allotments, right?
Yeah.
Firstly, a bit weird. But also, if I was someone who wanted to hide a dead body,
yes,
get rid of. Do you know what I mean?
Are they? You pay for allotments, don't you? Obviously, and
you pay for like a year. Or I think you can do it monthly, but I think normally you pay for like a year of having an allotment, and like I think you pay the council or whoever it is that owns the land, and then you can renew it and stuff.
I wonder if there's any like inspections that happen.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't imagine. So
I don't own one.
Good idea.
My wife owns one.
Does she?
Yeah, and I'm a bit worried.
Very suspicious.
So if I disappear from the podcast,
I know where to look now.
Her allotment, I'll be buried there.
Oh goodness.
So definitely
always be suspicious
because it's either somewhere to get rid of dead bodies or it's somewhere to grow drugs, basically.
I thought you were going to say grow vegetables, and I was like, that makes sense.
Third on the list is grow vegetables.
Third tier down, yeah.
Second one, and this is a fairly recent realisation that I've come to.
Okay.
Yeah, you know salmonella?
Yeah.
Old wives' tale. It's not real.
Huh.
Yeah, not true. 100%.
Wait, I can't tell whether you're telling me a fact now or whether this is just a bit of your wisdom.
This is a bit of my wisdom for sure, because everyone's always banging on there like, you can't cut your chicken on this, and then cut your peppers and your onion on it. Can't do that because of salmonella. I'm like, I don't got salmonella.
You just cut chicken wherever you want.
I cut my chicken where I want.
Do you normally get your chicken, cut it, wipe it on your countertops, wipe it all over your face and your hands?
Here's my issue, right? And because obviously we're recording in the middle of the coronavirus outbreak.
Yeah.
So everyone's talking about washing your hands. You've got to wash your hands while singing Happy Birthday twice or singing God Save the Queen. And when people... So, like, I'll handle chicken.
Yeah.
And I'll be at home, and then, like, someone will look at me like, you're gonna wash your hands, yeah?
This random person in the corner of your kitchen just looking at you like...
And then, like, you're going to wash your hands? Yeah, you're going to wash your hands? And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, I'll wash my hands. So I, like, put the tap on... put my hands under a bit, and then I'm good. And they're like, yeah, but what about salmonella? I'm like, fuck off with your salmonella. I don't believe in it. I think it's
coming and it's going to get you.
It's an old wives' tale. It's not true.
Okay.
So that's it so far.
Okay, I'm glad.
I'm not sure this. I don't know if this is going to be like an every episode thing or just we're checking every because
checking every now and in the jar of wisdom.
The wisdoms don't come to me on a regular basis. It's just every now and then I come to a realization about something. So yeah, I love it. I just wanted to check to give you my wisdoms and see your thoughts.
Well, I'm gonna from now on always look at. I actually quite often walk past an allotment as there's one near us here. So I'll be very suspicious whenever I see someone in there.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to wash my hands. And I'm going to use the same chopping board for everything.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I ask.
Cool.
Especially, when you see in allotments as well, when some people build little sheds.
You're really off on one about these allotments.
It's because sometimes I have to go there to like, you know what I mean? And some people build little sheds in them. I just wonder, what are they doing in there?
What
are they doing?
Dodgy. So dodgy. Right. Well, let's talk about something PlayStation related.
Okay, go on then.
A couple of things have happened over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I think we've got 3 or so big ones.
Yeah, 3 pretty huge ones.
So first off, let's talk about release dates.
Yeah.
A release date. We've been given a release date for Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Tsushima.
Yeah, I think you're
right. Which is June
26th of June.
26th of June. With a new story trailer.
Yeah.
We just watched it because I've been away for the last week, and this got me real hyped.
This looks so good.
This got me really
because the story we just hadn't really seen at all.
Yeah. We'd had the very first trailer had like the tiniest amount of talking, but it was all just kind of samurai, and that's it. Then the second one, we had the gameplay, which obviously doesn't really show off any story at all. Third one was a month ago, at the last PlayStation, whatever it's called.
That's the one that really hooked me.
Yeah.
And then this one even more so now.
This one we see a load of different locations. There are so many petals flying everywhere in this world. Looks fantastic. Looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Looks really, really gorgeous. I don't know if you noticed, there's a really nice moment where I think it's his mentor, because we actually, they gave us a little bit of a blurb on the PlayStation blog as well, giving a bit of a background of the character and stuff. And you have his mentor person who's also his uncle, I think, but like a father figure to him. We do have a name, I didn't write it down. And there's a moment in this trailer where his uncle, he's saying, if you keep going down this path, you're gonna be no
better than
is it moguls?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And there's a moment where then it goes back to the main character and he's looking and he says something steely kind of, and there's a bit of a sweat that starts dripping down his face. And it was just a great little moment of like, it wasn't there to start, and now like there's some tension, and then you just see this bit of sweat drip down. It just looks so nice. I don't know why I'm talking about nice sweat.
Love a bit of sweat.
Great locations, bit of combat.
Yeah,
characters.
Starting to see what the conflict in the game is going to be.
Yeah. Because it's all about the. I really hope I'm saying it is moguls. The moguls coming in and invading, and kind of you're just defending the land.
Yeah. It looks like it's a game all about like, is it worth losing your honor to defend your land? So it looks cool.
Yes, absolutely. I'm still, and I'm sure this has or hasn't been shown. Have you died? Do you die in this game early?
Don't know.
Because someone said, "Oh no, you've come back from the dead.
Yeah,
now you're the shadow.
You're a spirit of something."
Yeah. So I think we've even talked about this before. I think you do die near the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I don't even know. I kind of don't want to know. It'd be cool to cool to go in this game like super blind and not know anything. That's actually going to happen or in terms of story. But yeah, like 26th of June.
Now.
I think we were fairly right. I think we might have said like July, August. Maybe what we thought.
Yeah. I think I was gunning for August because I was thinking that as kind of the run up to PS5, but that gives them plenty of space.
It's basically a whole month after Last of Us, isn't it? Last of Us 2.
Yeah, which I think is a month is plenty of time to keep mind share and then go on to the next thing. So very, very excited for that. That trailer really did.
It also gives Sony like a good like few months of like just nothing, so that everyone can start like starving themselves for the PS5 and getting excited about that. So
because we've got we've just had Dreams in February. Then we've got Neo 2 this month, very, very shortly, just about to come out, which is also PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
Console exclusive. I think it is on PC.
Yeah, I think the old one did as well.
Then we've got April. We've got FF7 remake.
Yep.
May, Last of Us. Wow, actually, I hadn't considered that. From February to June, there's one big, pretty substantial exclusive each month.
Yeah, and obviously like stuff that's not exclusive still coming out as well. So
absolutely,
awesome.
Absolutely, good stuff coming up. Talking of The Last of Us, there's another bit of news here. Different bit of news, a different kind of bit of news.
Crazy, just came out of nowhere. I think everyone like to do with Last of Us just all tweeted it at the same time.
Yeah,
damn. But yeah, so there's going to be an HBO. What's the right word here?
Miniseries, is it, or TV?
I don't know if they said like it's a series for sure, but telling of The Last of Us.
Retelling or reimagination or no? Joel and Ellie are
it's
telling their story.
It is the story of The Last of Us. Yeah, the first Last of Us game.
Okay.
I just can't think of a word to actually say what it means when you. I don't know why I can't think of this word. But anyway, so The Last of Us coming to HBO.
Yeah.
Neil Druckmann is on board, as is Craig Mazin.
Good, I'm glad you wrote that.
I wrote it down. I looked it up just before. Who was the creator of Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Which is something I've still not seen.
Same.
Still on my
so
backlog.
High up on the list.
Yeah, it's something I still need to watch.
But I only heard good things about it.
Yeah,
and
only heard
a
amazing
lot of good things about him as a writer as well, creator.
So that's awesome. That obviously I'm hopeful that like, you know, the people at Naughty Dog were like, right,
we're only doing this
if we get the exact right people involved.
Yeah.
Which is
HBO
awesome.
got a good history of great shows as well.
Yeah. And obviously pumping money in. That's the other thing, because
big network.
You know, you look at like The Walking Dead on AMC in America, and like that show looks great, but you know, sometimes the zombies look a bit meh. And like,
sure.
Especially the earlier stuff.
Yeah.
I can't really speak for the later series of Walking Dead because I've not seen it, but so glad that it's on this. Absolutely, like, really excited to see it, but also it's going to be grim.
Oh, it's going to be so dark.
It's going to be horrible.
Because I think Chernobyl's meant to be fairly dark.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I suppose.
Yeah, dark material with that.
But I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm assuming it's a long ways off.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I don't know how much work would have gone in before them actually announcing it.
I think TV shows can be done on like 18 to 24 month turnaround.
Really?
Type things. I'm pretty sure because for example, Witcher 2 Series 2 was announced just before the first one came out in December, and they were saying that's going to be out in 2021.
Okay.
So I think that's possible. Because you also wonder how long have they been writing beforehand before they announced this and stuff.
I hope it's. I'm wondering how many. I'm hoping it's like 8 episodes.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Or even less, maybe.
Yeah, I think Chernobyl's 6. I think.
Yeah, 6 would be great, because obviously there's a lot in the game, but it's like a 15-hour game.
Yeah.
And obviously it works in the seasons, doesn't it? So
I think the one kind of thing I'm like so interested to see is who is playing the two of them.
Well, this is a little thing that I've just prepared on the slide without telling you, because I thought obviously
excellent.
It's hard. Obviously, we will talk about Ellie a lot, and obviously you've got Last of Us Part 2, which is focusing on her. But I thought what we do is have a think about Joel, because obviously he's arguably the main character. Well, he's the main character of the first game, and then obviously there's loads of names been floated about. There's names have been floated about for years, because obviously people are saying, oh, you know, if there was a film or a TV show, who would you want to play him?
Yeah.
And I want to like read you through a few. I think I've got 10 names.
Okay.
And I just want to hear what you think about them and like what your reactions.
Sure.
I'm going to save 3.
Okay.
For the end, because they're the ones.
They're the big boys.
They're the big boys. So these are big names.
Is this just for Joel?
This is just for Joel.
Okay.
These are all big names. But I'm assuming there's, unless they decide to go for like unknown people.
Yeah.
For a specific reason.
Which for TV shows isn't uncommon at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's quite. I think you quite often see.
But I can see them
gunning
for. I can see them going for an unknown for Ellie, but I can see them going for a big name for Joel.
Yeah.
Big name. So. I'm going to go and I'm not going to do a specific.
You know
order.
who Ellie needs to be.
We know who Ellie needs to be, but I think she's too old.
But she still looks so young.
Ellen Page.
Yeah, she still looks so young.
Does she?
Maybe not.
I don't know. Maybe she could, but she's supposed to be like what, 14?
Yeah.
That is young. That is young.
True.
I suppose they could just change her age.
Yeah.
I guess, but I think part of what makes it so good is that she is so young.
Yeah.
And then they'd need to change Joel's backstory, the beginning section of Joel's story to match.
Yeah.
But anyway,
right. Let's go.
So first name.
Yep.
And this is I'll maybe go with in order as well. Nathan Fillion.
Okay.
Naughty Dog history.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can kind of see that. Obviously, also was in a show called Firefly.
Yeah.
Which is obviously big, Last of Us connection there.
Absolutely.
I don't really know much about him other than that though.
Yeah, I don't know a great deal. But I can see it from what I have seen whenever they've shown like little videos and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. So this is Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Who's Jeffrey?
So Jeffrey Dean Morgan. The thing that you know him is in The Walking Dead. He was Negan.
Oh yeah.
Also, he was fantastic in the world-renowned movie Batman v Superman as Thomas Wayne in the flashbacks.
Okay.
Negan's
the bad guy.
Yeah.
The baseball bat.
Yeah. Kind of like grizzled look.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
you do need a bit. You can't be too clean.
This. Then I'll go with this one now because I'm not sure about this. I guess he's just a good actor now. But Christian Bale.
Yeah. Well, you know the link there is he was in The Road, and The Road is basically The Last of Us.
No. That's
Viggo Mortensen.
Well, another person on my list is Viggo Mortensen.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, well that link.
I think that's kind of a lazy. He's also quite old.
Yeah,
Viggo Mortensen. Yeah. But I think he'd be cool. He'd be awesome. I like
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale could do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see Christian Bale doing anything really, but not my highest choice there. So yeah,
pretty big
Viggo
name.
Mortensen.
Pretty big
Huge
name.
Huge name.
Maybe verging into too big a name.
Really?
Because okay, keep going. This I'll say my.
Okay, so I'd say next three are probably like biggest names. Maybe no, they're not the biggest names, but Gerard Butler.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it from the grizzled, the 300 style look, kind of his face and stuff, and bit more beard on him, and then I can see it. I don't think that's
I'm not
right.
sure he's. I like Gerard Butler. I'm not sure he's a good enough actor for it.
He's not got the chops.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. That's what my thing there.
Okay. Yeah.
Russell Crowe.
He's too old now. He's too old. Yeah.
I think so.
I've got a lot of time for Russell Crowe.
I like Russell. I think Russell Crowe's great.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like from the Gladiator days.
Yeah.
Then I could, more fitting.
Yeah, sure.
So the last pick. Now this is an interesting pick. Okay, and you got to hear me out a bit here. And I wasn't going to put him, but then I saw a picture of him from I can't remember what film it is, but you might be able to help me out. Ben Affleck.
Was it Argo? Was it from
Argo?
Yeah,
where he's got the facial hair.
Yeah.
And I just saw that picture and I thought, he does actually look a bit
Joel,
a bit Joel-y there.
Yeah, I can already picture that. Cut his hair back a bit because it's quite long in that, isn't it?
A huge name.
Yeah.
Arguably the biggest name on here in terms of like Ben Affleck, and obviously he's had a checkered history.
Yeah,
but he's a huge name.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
One name that's not on here that's just come to me. What about Casey Affleck?
Now that is a shout.
Affleck.
I got big time for that.
I'm not sure his voice is quite right.
He's quite soft spoken.
Yeah, but I'm sure he could. That's an interesting choice.
I like that
Casey
a lot.
Affleck.
Save a bit of dollar as well.
I don't know though. He's quite.
He wouldn't command as much as Ben.
No, that's true. Right, I've got three more names. Okay. Now, I think so. One of them's there for a specific reason. One of them is the internet's choice of who they want to play it, and the other one is not a left field, or slightly left field one, but actually I think might be my choice.
Okay. I've had my name in my head the whole time, so I'm interested to see.
I'm wondering if you got the internet's name.
Maybe.
Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
Okay, so the internet's choice.
The first name that came to
the internet's choice is Hugh Jackman, and obviously
Wolverine. Just
no, but like Prisoners.
Prisoners.
Hugh Jackman is just like, man, you can like someone who is doing anything to try. It's his daughter that's missing.
Yeah.
Like that's just Joel, isn't it?
That connection, Prisoners to Joel,
now
is great.
He is getting on. And I don't want to besmirch the name of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Is he maybe slightly too old?
Potentially.
But he's perfect, isn't
he is
I love Hugh
really
Jackman.
good fit.
Okay.
I wonder if he's a gamer.
No. He's not a gamer.
Is he not?
No.
Sometimes these celebrities are randomly gamers.
Maybe he is.
Who
is it that's a massive gamer? There's someone that is a big gamer.
Yeah.
Thingy. Witcher, Superman.
Henry
Cavill's a massive
yeah,
gamer.
Yeah.
He's a big Blizzard guy.
Yeah.
Right. Next guy, and I think this is an interesting choice, but the reason this is on here is because this is so Troy Baker, who voiced Joel, was asked if there was a movie version of The Last of Us, who should play Joel.
Yeah.
And his answer was Josh Brolin, which I think is interesting because he is very grizzled, obviously. But I don't know if I'm not sure I can fully see that.
I would if I think I could with a bit of a beard on him.
Yeah.
I almost would want him to kind of like I envision Josh Brolin as quite like a chunky guy, quite built. Yeah. Maybe if
from like Sin City and then like Thanos. And
yeah. If he slimmed down, like lost some muscle definition and stuff, I think I could kind of see it. Maybe he's a bit too, maybe a little too less. And this is a weird way to say, but a little too less dad-like.
Yeah.
In his manner.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've probably not seen enough of him, but I don't know about the sort of niceness of him.
Yeah,
like this sort of calm, because there is that in Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, right, last one.
Okay,
and this is the one that I saw, and I was like, really? And I thought, right. The last person is Nikolai Coster-Waldau. So
wow,
Jamie Lannister from Game of Thrones. So just imagine when he's like got the bit of beard, and obviously then maybe trim his hair back a bit. I actually think
dye it brown.
Look wise,
that's a really good shout.
That might be like spot on. Yeah, HBO history already with Game of Thrones. I don't know.
That is a really good shout.
I think probably all the rest of the names there, maybe apart from Nathan Fillion, might be the cheapest one on there in terms of like the name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be like pretty good,
and it would be a great thing for him to do post Game of Thrones, because I imagine a lot of things like Game of Thrones, like Harry Potter and those kind of things, you get stuck and then you're kind of done because you can only people can only vision you as one thing.
I don't know. I really like that shout.
I do as well.
I think that's a cool casting, and then also maybe that frees up a bit of money to go for someone awesome to be Marlene. Maybe Marlene's like a bigger character.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted Ellen Page to play Ellie
or his brother as well.
Going for a bigger name for that. Like
I like it.
Cool.
It's
cool to think about what this could be. Obviously, could be none of those people. Could be someone unknown. Could be someone else that's even better.
Yeah. The thing is, it's also just a great. Obviously, as we know how much we both love it as a game. It's such a great world to explore. Yeah, there's so much there to explore with it, and I hope it's. I don't know how beat for beat do you want it to be to the game?
I think I want to get all of the big,
moments. All of the big moments.
Yeah, I'm not fussed about seeing them have to go through a whole tunnel full of clickers. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fussed about that stuff. But
that can be condensed into like a 1 minute or 2 minute.
Yeah, exactly. But all of I think they're gonna, and obviously hinted the way they released this was it was a GIF of the Fireflies logo. Yeah. So for me, I'm thinking, maybe they do build up this group a bit more as the Fireflies. Yeah. And how maybe make that gut punch at the end of the season even more by showing how kind of how good the Fireflies are and what they're trying to do, and trying to save humanity and stuff. Build them up a bit more so that when you get that end, it's even more
for sure.
What the hell has Joel done?
For sure. How about the idea of, let's say it's 8 episodes? Yep. 2 per season.
But isn't
always one of the seasons?
Does it finish at summer? Am I right?
Yeah.
No. It finishes at. When does it finish? I can't remember. Maybe it does finish summer. Maybe you're right. But isn't that just the epilogue almost?
Yeah. Well, no. So no, it finishes in spring, doesn't it? Because the last bit is after.
I can't remember.
Oh, I'm not sure now.
Yeah, I'd have to relook it. But yeah, because I think one of the seasons is definitely just like the epilogue,
just the end bit.
So it could be maybe two per thing, and then
the last episode
is maybe you have the moment, the big finish, then a bit, then whatever it is, a month later, summer or whatever.
Who plays what's the baddie's name?
Oh, David.
David.
Yeah. Nolan North.
Nolan North. Just get him in.
Just get him in, man.
I think there's a lot of people that could play that kind of character.
What about the dude from Watchmen who played... what was his name? They got the mask, the silver mask.
Oh, I always forget his name is... Shit,
yeah, we were like... but I think he's got... Because David's got to be kind of like...
A bit slimy.
A bit wiry, like a bit...
Yeah,
he's not like a big guy or anything. He's just a bit... Yeah.
That's a good shout.
I think that's a pretty good shout.
That's a nice one. He's a solid actor as well.
Yeah, he is. I think he'd be actually like... That's a great pick, actually.
Yeah,
I'm glad I came up with that.
Your picks.
Yeah, so many. So exciting! Can't wait to see. Can't wait to see how it works. Can't wait to see some of the clickers, man. Oh, they're going to be so grim. Yeah. The bloaters.
So that again then will be for us in the UK. That'll be Sky Atlantic, won't it?
Yeah. Unless stuff changes.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping. I don't think it will because of the deal that they probably have with Sky, or Sky's deal actually. Because in America you've got HBO Go or Max, I think. Is it Go? Yeah, which they're streaming. I'd love to have that.
Yeah,
because there's some really.
I wonder if you can get it with a VPN in a dodgy. Probably can, but yeah,
we never endorse that.
No, we wouldn't endorse that.
Do it
for sure.
Do it.
Yeah, super excited.
Absolutely.
Obviously, hopefully, unlike the potential Uncharted film that is on its 9th director, and do you see they've just cast Antonio Banderas in that?
Have they? Oh, is it as Sully?
I don't know because I thought Mark Wahlberg was playing Sully.
But didn't he drop out?
Oh, did he?
I think he dropped out.
Fair play. I don't know.
So I also saw that Tom Holland said it was the best script he's ever read, which maybe it is. But that sounds like a little bit of a, saying something to help the situation.
Tom Holland's quite a
jovial.
He's Spider-Man.
Positive stuff.
He's always going to say
positive energy all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, there was one other little thing that I wanted to mention just because of my history, funny history of it. Frictional Games announcing the next game. So they've been playing this ARG kind of for the last 2 or 3 months, I think, where there's been on their website, there's been this little cell that's grown into a little mini baby in a womb type of thing. And then there's been links to videos on YouTube which are titled weird and show like rocks which have like a little code on it. And then there's been audio recordings of people screaming and all sorts of stuff that's been happening, like loads of really cool stuff. And it's all just come now to the announcement of a new game, which is the Amnesia Rebirth. So the third Amnesia game, because you had Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which was the original one. Then you had Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, which was done by the Chinese Room, who also did Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It's the third one, obviously post Soma, which was a bit of a change for them for being a bit more narrative based and still obviously a pretty horrifying game, but much more narrative based. So I'm interested to see whether, because Amnesia has quite an intense and really dark story, kind of horrible actually, but it was much more about the horror aspects of it and that kind of Lovecraftian disgusting feeling. So I'm interested to see if post Soma they now do bring in more of a story aspect to it, which I'd love to see because I thought Soma was phenomenal as a piece of story.
Yeah.
So super excited for that. I think it said autumn 2020. So again, a nice kind of only probably 5 months wait. So maybe that might be like an August type game. To play. Because autumn, when does autumn run from?
I don't know. I feel it's like
autumn, September,
October,
November. Yeah. Okay. Confirmed for PS4 and PC. So console exclusive again.
Cool.
Which they did for Soma as well, was console exclusive, then came to Xbox 2 or 3 years later. So maybe they seem to have a bit of a thing going there with PlayStation.
Well, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, was that exclusive as well?
Yep, that was exclusive. I think that remains. You may be able to get it on. I think you may be able to get it on PC now, but that remained a console exclusive. I don't think that's ever gone to Xbox. I might be wrong on that though. So I'm very excited for that. I was really excited. They actually said that they, based off Soma's success, they were really surprised at how well it done because they're not a big studio. I think they've actually got 2 games in development. One was a pure horror game, and another was a slightly more experimental story type thing. So we'll see. I'm sure this is the horror one, but super excited for that.
Cool.
Now, our new segment, This Week in Dreams.
Yeah.
I think you purchased.
Yeah, I've played a bit of Dreams.
Yeah.
Been mucking around a bit. Mostly
Dream surfing.
Oh my goodness, the things some people are making in it. Like what's so cool is like seeing these amazing things people are creating.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, there is a lot of sort of Shrek related. I mean, there is some weird stuff.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna get something up that I wanted to mention as well.
Yeah, there is some weird stuff in there. The thing that I played, this is kind of. I didn't do a surfing thing. I actually just went through and I think I typed in like you can search for tags. So I looked up platformer and found this one that's called Old Man of the Mountain.
Yeah.
And the guy that made it is called Ian Sane Artist. So you can search for that on there and you can find play against a 2.5D platformer. It's not, and it's just kind of like, I think it's called like Part 1 or something, and it's kind of like a cool art style, and in the background the whole time there's this huge mountain with a big face on it that talks to you every now and then. And,
nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's not super like challenging or anything, but yeah, it's fun.
Cool.
I enjoyed it, and it took me maybe like 25 minutes or so to play, and then nice. Really cool. So yeah, Old Man of the Mountain is the one that I played and did enjoy it.
I actually won't get up the one that I was going to mention because I'm going to play through it. It looked like this kind of mix of kind of mysterious Zelda / have you ever seen any pictures of that kind of Zelda clone game Oceanhorn, which has a kind of blue thing with yellow with kind of Final Fantasy style hair?
Yeah.
Main character looked quite similar with that, and there's a load of monsters and it's kind of a action game, really beautiful looking, really, really cool. So maybe I'll have a play with that and then I'll mention it next time.
Cool.
Excellent stuff. Right, I think it's time for a little break.
Nice.
Little break, play a little game.
Awesome.
And we're bringing back an old classic.
Good.
One of my real favourites. We are bringing back today Review Bombed. So this is where
Love a bit of Review Bomb.
Yeah. This is where I have gone on to Metacritic. I have searched for a couple of games, and I've looked at 0 out of 10 reviews for them that have been left.
The only reviews you should look at as well.
Exactly. I've taken out the name of the game if it's ever mentioned in it. So let's start this off. Okay, we're going 2020.
Okay,
new game. It's a short one. 0 out of 10. This can often give you a feeling of doing nothing but creating useless Play-Doh looking creations without any purpose to it. 0 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm starting you off on a light one.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I reckon it's Dreams.
Nailed it.
Play-Doh looking creatures.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good one.
That is true.
It is true. Right. Next one. Almost said the name then. 2018.
Oh, okay.
First word in caps. So I'll try and do my best. Shockingly bad. The pacing makes no sense, with text flying off the screen before you can read it, and I read really fast.
I read really fast.
And tutorial fights that kill you before you have a chance to try what you're supposed to do and learning. Then, once you learn a move, this is all correctly spoken. Once you learn a move, you inexplicably can't use it in the very next battle. Traveling through the city was also ridiculous. Things just happen erratically no matter which button you press. A part of your brain tells you just need to get the hang of it, but after 10 minutes you realise there's nothing to learn. Just mash buttons and pretend you're controlling what's going on. 2 hours into it, I'm not ready to throw the game across the room, but close.
Ooh.
That was a real hard one, that one.
That is hard.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about like learning moves.
Yep, so there's moves to learn, tutorial things, lots of text on the screen. Traveling through the city is probably one of your biggest clues. I did actually have to take a word out because it was a spoiler.
Was it the name of the city?
Pardon? No, it was. Oh, I don't think I can say.
Okay. Oh, I'm just trying to think. 2018. My brain is just gone absolutely like
big year for games.
Traveling through the city was no good. Struggling. We might have to move on then come back to it.
Yeah.
Can we do that? Is that in the rules?
Yeah, I can give you a small hint.
Wait, can you read it out again just a bit quicker?
Yeah.
Say.
Shockingly bad. The pacing makes no sense with text flying off the screen before you can read it, and I read really fast. And tutorial fights that kill you before you have a chance to try what you're supposed to be learning. Then, once you learn a move, you inexplicably can't use it in the very next battle. Travelling through the city was also ridiculous. Things just happen erratically no matter which button you press. A part of your brain tells you you just need to get the hang of it, but after 10 minutes you realise there's nothing to learn. Just mash buttons and pretend you're controlling what's going on. 2 hours into it, I'm not ready to throw the game across the room, but close.
I'm tempted to maybe think, could it be Spider-Man? That might be my guess.
That might be your guess?
Yeah.
Marvel Spider-Man, that is it.
Going through the city is not good. Oh my goodness.
Also ridiculous.
Do you know what? I've still got that downloaded on my PlayStation. Every now and then I'm tempted just to play it, just to swing through.
Absolutely,
it's so fun.
literally.
What dick?
It was traveling by web through the city was also ridiculous.
Man, what an idiot.
What an idiot. So 2 out of 2. Well done. Now,
okay, cool.
This is 2012.
Oh, okay.
When it came out on the console that we played it on.
Okay.
So it came out on a console before.
You said that we played it on, so is it the Wii?
Oh, good one.
No, probably not.
This is a classic. Okay. This is the most boring game I've ever played. I've been in the game for 5 hours now, and I've completed 4 puzzles in about 30 minutes. So, for 4.5 hours, I have read a lot of text, and that's it. This is typically a game for an iOS or Android device for about €2. But the price in the stores is €40. Ridiculous. The story is boring. It has been done better in movies like House of Nine and Identity, which are not that great either. The amount of text you have to go through is insane. If I want to read a lot, I pick up a book and go read. If I want to play a game, I actually want to play. I really can't understand why IGN gave it a 9.5 out of 10 and why its score is so high here on Metacritic. So is it really that bad? Yes. The only good thing I can come up with are the graphics that are pretty good. Character stories can be very deep, but after 3 hours I didn't care anymore. I just skipped all the text because the puzzles are very well done. I wanted to do the puzzles and didn't care about the story at all. If there were more choices to make in the game, it would be more interesting. Now I only have the feeling I watch everything and don't make a part of anything. So, if you like to read much and have a few challenging puzzles, this is your game. If not, stay the hell away from here.
I think this is Virtue's Last Reward.
It most certainly is. Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward.
Such a good game.
Yeah. What a review.
£2 on an iOS device.
But he doesn't even spell iOS correctly. I like how he says, I've been in the game for 5 hours now and I've completed 4 puzzles in 30 minutes. Oh, so for 4.5, I have just been reading. Right, he took the half an hour away from the 5.
I guess there is a lot of reading.
There is.
But
to play the game and just skip all the text and only do the puzzles is the most outrageous way.
And then to skip all the text and then go, oh, the story's terrible.
Yeah.
And
I swear that would make the puzzles impossible as well.
Yeah. Unless he was just cheating.
True.
Oh, well. That was my first ever platinum trophy.
Yeah.
On the PlayStation Vita.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was saying the console, because it came 3DS beforehand, I believe.
Oh, did it?
I think so, yeah.
All right, next one.
2016. I'm not against story-driven games, but this was terrible. You have to listen to some incredibly sarcastic, not good sarcastic, irritating sarcastic woman shamelessly flirt with a guy who's trying to piece his head together after his wife takes ill, all whilst meandering around a charmless terrain with frame rate glitches galore. You've got this one. You've got this.
Yeah, I feel like I should. Someone flirting with someone after his wife was taken ill.
Some incredibly sarcastic woman shamelessly flirting.
I've got it.
Trying to piece together his head.
Yeah, Firewatch.
Yeah,
cool. Got it.
Oh, okay. I take.
Not good sarcastic.
Not good sarcastic. Irritating. All whilst meandering around a charmless terrain. I don't think you can describe that. The frame rate glitch is true. It is quite frame ratey bad. Charmless terrain. That's harsh. That's harsh.
No, it's that. I love the look of that.
Oh no, I just missed a chunk of it. Hold on, you've got to hear the rest of this because it's good. It's good. So all was meandering around a charmless terrain with frame rate glitches galore. Also, the guy who wrote this must be some kind of sick freak. From the 2 games I've played of his, it appears he takes enjoyment from writing dead children into his games. What the fuck is that all about? because it's from the Walking Dead guys,
Right.
the studio. Sick freak. Good job.
What's it? Dead Children? Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
Right. Last one.
Cool.
4 out of 4. You're doing well.
Is there a date on this one?
It's from 2017,
Oh, okay.
which again
Big year.
is the year that we played it. I believe it came out before on other consoles.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I do not know how awful game... this is so hard to read sometimes with the grammar on these people. I do not know how awful game like this is so popular. The whole time I played this thing, the only point I found positive was the soundtrack. But the rest is so bland. The combat system is crap and weird. The characters are annoying and their jokes made me facepalm because they're so stupid. The graphics are very ugly. I've never really cared about graphics, but to say they're bad is a compliment. They are horrible. But I ignored it at first because from the comments I saw in the community, the rest of the game seemed to be incredible, but it's all the same crap. I'm going to give it a 0 because that's what it deserves. If this thing becomes a trend in the gaming industry, we will all be fucked.
Oh, I'm struggling on this one.
Yes. The graphics are very ugly. The music is great. The combat system is crap and weird. The characters are annoying and their jokes made me facepalm because they're so stupid. What game makes really stupid jokes?
I don't know. I'm sure. My mind went to Near because I like them talking about the music was good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if the rest fits really for Near.
Really, really great. Like outstanding music, graphics.
They forgot the graphics.
Yeah, they forgot the graphics.
Good music.
Good music.
Bad
Jokes all the time. Like, is actually one of the funniest games ever. Maybe ever.
Undertale?
Yes. Nice.
Smashed
0
it.
out of 10. That's what it deserves. If this becomes a trend in the gaming industry, we'll all be fucked.
I've got 3 out of 5 of those platinum trophies, by the way.
Yeah.
3 out of 5 there.
Very good. Very good.
Absolute hero.
Excellent.
Imagine
Well,
giving
well
any
done.
of those games 0 out of 10.
It's just outrageous.
Imagine
isn't it?
that.
I mean, I just can't. I can't see how you can think that. I mean, they're all great games. I know we've got some issues with Firewatch's story and stuff, but outrageous. Outrageous. Well done though. 5 out of 5. That is top marks.
Yeah.
As they say in the industry.
Absolutely smashed it.
9 IGN, they give you a 10 out of 10.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. But only if I pay them.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but that is what we do.
Okay. Right. So, Final Fantasy VII.
The other big thing that's happened.
The demo that we did mention, I think, a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, because there was rumours about the demo,
yeah.
but nothing had come out.
It is dropped.
It was a shadow drop, wasn't it?
Shadow drop. Bang. Get the demo.
Yeah.
Which you can still get the demo absolutely free on PlayStation 4. And PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yes.
Just thought that.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I played through it. I actually played through it kind of like almost twice. And I realised I should have probably played it on a different mode, like the classic mode, and see what that was like.
Yeah.
I didn't. I played it the same both times.
Luckily, there's still time.
There's still time. I could do it. It's basically the first Mako reactor and doing the first boss battle against the like guard scorpion. And it just introduced you to how the combat works and showing you a couple of the characters, stuff like that. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
So good. Like the way that the combat, it has the kind of, you're pressing square to attack. You can hold to do a kind of like big sweeping attack that can hit more than one thing at once. You can lock on to different enemies. Then the way that you basically press X and it will take you to the command menu, and then that will let you use items or spells or the abilities.
Is that the moment when you press X? Because I haven't played it yet. I'm absolutely going to. I'm really excited to actually. Is when you press X, is that the moment where the game slows down?
Yeah.
But it's still running,
moving,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's still moving, but
still
very slow.
Yeah, you've got a bit of pressure, but
yeah, it does slow quite a lot down.
Okay.
And then from there you can pick your whatever you're going to do. Now the way that works is whoever you're controlling, you have your ATB bar.
Yeah.
So that will fill up as whoever you're controlling, it fills up a bit just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
But then every time you hit an attack or block an attack or stuff like that, it goes up. It jumps up.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 bars that can fill up. Now, once you've got one filled, then you can use a spell or an item or an ability.
Yeah. So similar to
the same in like the
normal ATB gorge where you're waiting to you can queue up your move or something. Well,
you have to wait till it fills.
Wait till it fills up, then you can do your
so exactly the same as that, except that in between you can still attack.
You can still do your normal
attack. Yeah.
So it's kind of exclusively for your like special thing or like items and stuff like that.
And then obviously you also have the limit break bar. And that will fill up, and then you can do your limit break, which you get cross slash, which is the Cloud's first one. Haven't actually done. I'm assuming you can probably get Barrett's one as well, but I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
And it's just such a good blend of the more like the Final Fantasy 15, everything's free flowing and the old turn-based way of having battles.
Yeah.
You go through, you fight a lot of like guard dogs, and then obviously you have kind of I think it's a sweeper, which is kind of a mini. It's a mech thing that's walking around, and you fight that and kill it, and it will give you the tutorial of saying, right, for these things you need to like use some magic on them because it will fill they have a pressure bar and then staggered in the like from I think Final Fantasy 13
had your staggers, yeah,
and then 15 had it as well, and then I think even like the 12 did 12's remake have staggering enemies? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so.
Well, 15 definitely did, didn't
it?
So it's kept that, and then obviously once things are staggered, you can really go in on them.
Yeah.
Also, and Barrett has this as well, but I mainly played as you have to do a bit with Barrett, but mainly I played as with Cloud as the main thing I was attacking with. If you press triangle, Cloud will kind of go into like 2 different stances.
Okay.
So the main one he has normally is called Operator, and that's where you can run around. Circle will let you like do a big dive out of the way of something. And then you just doing like a normal attack. It's kind of like think of like light attack, and then the other one is called Punisher.
Okay.
When you're in Punisher mode, you walk super slow, but you do massive attacks.
Right.
So I think the idea of the loop is you get someone pressured, staggered, then you can go into Punisher, get up close. You
don't need to move.
And so all of that added together, you think because when the things people don't like about turn-based combat is that. It's boring, it's not as engaging as that.
Yeah.
There's so much in this combat system that it's just like, damn.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn. It's so engaging. It's like the opposite of what everyone's fears were about turn-based combat.
Yeah.
There's so much to think about. Yeah.
How does so with older turn-based Final Fantasies, if someone attacks your character, they have a chance of missing, or the character has a chance of blocking, depending on stats and stuff. With this, can you, if you wanted, could you continually dodge out of the way of an attack and never get hit if you were just dodging? Or
with normal enemies, yes, you can just dodge by like rolling out of the way,
constantly dodge.
That.
Yeah.
For example, the guard scorpion boss has a homing attack that it does on you, so it will like you'll see like a target come up on you, and I don't think you can shake that off.
Sure.
But when the attack comes in, you can hold R1 and it will block it, and you'll take like half damage or something. So that was one thing that I found actually was that like you're gonna just take damage.
Because that's the expectation with an ATB is that you can't be invincible to blocking things, to stopping stuff.
Yeah, like whereas in Final Fantasy 15, I don't really know 13 as well, but in 15 you could kind of do a battle whereby you could warp around, you warp in, strike, walk back out, wait for it to refill, do this, go through, smash people around, and like maybe the other guys will take damage, but Noctis will be fine. Yeah. This you are just going to take damage. Yeah. And I played it on the normal. The normal was the hardest difficulty that it lets you do, and when first time I played it through, I was like, because you're trying to get used to it, I was like, man, I was having to like smash potions, and it really and you are like, wow, this is quite difficult. And then the second time I was used to how it works, so you smash through it. So eventually then you beat the boss. The boss goes through, a mode where it's just kind of normal, you're attacking it, then it will have Then it has a mode where like a shield comes up, you have to break the shield, go through.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will jump to a wall and send missiles on, so you've got to block and heal yourself and Barrett. Then it has a mode where it has its tail laser that you've got to like duck behind cover, and so it has so many different modes to a battle. It just keeps everything changing, keeps you on your guard. Really great demo and tutorial of the game.
Yeah.
After that, you then obviously is the bit in the first thing where there's a timer on the screen where the bomb. You set a timer on the bomb. Okay. You can set either 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Yeah. So you can choose. And then you have to get out. While you're getting out, there's they throw one last enemy type at you, which was called a shock trooper.
Okay.
And I didn't really fully learn this because I only played it once. I only got to that bit once in the 2 playthroughs I did, and that was hard. Very nearly died with that because they are like they throw one at you first, and I think it can like block and counter your normal square attack, and so you're getting like hammered by that. And then a bit after, when you get near the exit, they throw 2 at you.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got to really think about what you're doing. You've got like, you know how, for example, we always have that thing in JRPGs where like you buy 99 potions and then you end the game with like 95.
Yes.
And you never use them.
Yeah.
This, I think I got to having about 13 potions that I found by breaking all the boxes, and I was down to maybe like 3 or 4 by the end because like you have to use them.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And like Barrett had Cure, for example, and so you could use that when he got an ATB fill up. And the other thing that I think is cool is that, like I said, that your ATB fills up quicker when you're controlling someone. Mm-hmm. So I think there's probably going to be some crazy strategies you can do where you are like
flicking between
people constantly, like boosting it and then going back, so you can get more abilities, more spells, more item usage.
Did you say going between characters to press of a button?
Yeah, I didn't really do it that much. I think it might be like, I'm trying to think what don't remember using. I think it might be like L1 or maybe a D-pad actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
You can cycle through the characters you're controlling.
And like, so when I'm Cloud, for example, you press X and get the menu come up.
Yeah.
You can then do R2, which takes you to Barrett's command. So I can go. So when I see his is filled up, I can just go Command R2, Barrett, use Cure or cast Thunder or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. And because obviously then there's gonna be times we've got a party of 3, 4.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Is Final Fantasy VII a Final Fantasy game where you can have 4 characters in a team?
Oh, I can't remember. That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I should know the answer.
No, that's right. Magic as well works on. Do you have MP?
Yep, you have MP.
So it's classic. I
was picking up ethers and stuff. So yeah.
Cool. I'm so. Pardon me. I feel like I haven't played a Final Fantasy game for so long where magic has been normal.
Yeah, that's the normal. Because you've got to think like, so then your ATB fills. There was a point where I was fighting like the shock troopers towards the end. Got an ATB fill up, and I thought, right, these things are crazy. They're blocking my attacks. I need to use magic. So went to use it, and then it was blacked out. I was like, oh, I've got no MP. So it's like, it's not just waiting for the ATB so that you can use magic. It's like, oh, you still have to have the MP. So it was like, then I had to use my ATB bar to use an ether on myself, and then wait again. And it's quite good because it just adds an extra little bit of like stress or like, oh, something else to think about there. Which
nice.
Absolutely loved it. And then it finishes with like you escape, the explosion happens, then it shows a little trailer of what's going on.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've also like got, because I played that and then I went back to the old version as well because ages ago, a few months ago, I'd played that section that the demo is of the original game, using all the like cheat things that are on it.
How 1-to-1 is time on there? So in the original game, it takes 5 hours, but in this it only takes 1, or vice versa type thing. I don't know if you can comment on.
I think it's pretty
1-to-1.
Yeah, it's maybe like an hour or so, that first bit, the demo, and it's probably about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bits that I'm super excited to see, the bits that happen straight after that demo as well, like you're going to meet Aeris very, very, well, actually, no, you go to another reactor, then doesn't go quite as well.
Sure.
Another boss fight, and then you meet Aeris, and then you have the whole cross-dressing bit, which is going to be absolutely hilarious. It's going to be so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
excellent.
Super excited.
So positive vibes all around with that.
Cannot wait. And obviously now that's so in my mind, but then obviously there's still like Doom to play. And
you've still got stuff coming up before then. Excellent.
Huge.
Excellent. I'm so glad to hear that it's
seems like the
really
general reaction as well is really positive on that demo.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So
Nice. I was going to also just ask, just on the topic of Final Fantasy VII. Obviously, we don't know if, I don't know if we don't know how much they're going to change through certain aspects. But one thing I was just wondering is with magic and abilities in the old game, and don't worry if you can't remember this. How do you learn them? Different abilities in magic.
okay. Well, abilities
Yeah.
are just learnt by leveling up.
Okay. So once you hit level 10, you will unlock this ability.
Yeah. So for example, in the demo, Cloud knows Braver and Focused Thrust.
Okay.
I think, and you use them. They take up 1 bar of ATB.
Yeah.
And then when you level it will just go learned this. But
Yeah.
like, I was about to say Omni Slash, but that's a limit break.
Yeah.
So that's not the same. Magic though, you learn via materia.
Yeah.
So what happens is, and it'll be interesting if it's the same because obviously I've just been playing. Like I said, I've been playing the old one. So on your weapons and I think because you don't have armor, you've got your weapon, you've got your side thing like an iron bangle,
An accessory.
That's exactly what it is. Accessory. You can put materia on them, and materia is basically like small kind of jewels that are filled with the like Maka energy of the world, and that basically you'll have a jewel for fire.
Yeah.
So a materia for fire, and you put that on your thing, and then as you do battles, as you go into combat, that will level up.
And then once you've got it full,
learned it,
you've learned it
fire,
for good.
You can put that to someone else; they can learn fire. You can do this. And
cool. Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. That's because the one that I'm most used to is Final Fantasy 9, and that has a kind of similar thing with your weapons and your armor and accessories and things. Each have potential abilities or magic or things like that. You equip it, and it is like 0 out of 40, and you get a certain amount of AP or whatever it is at the end of a battle, and that will fill up.
It's very similar.
Once you've filled it, you've then learnt it.
Yeah. I think they did that because I think 7 I can't remember if 6 is similar as well. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to give the credit to 7, but and I think they changed a lot for 8, didn't they? And a lot of people hated that, but a lot of people liked it, and so I think they went back to more of a what 7 and 6 had for 9.
Yeah, for sure. Fantastic.
Makes me. I tell you what, because 7 is my favourite of them.
Yeah,
that I've played, but I'd love to see 9. I'd love to see 9. I think
remade. That would be
9 with this sort of remake would be unbelievable.
Yeah, that would be like, obviously 7 is the biggest Final Fantasy by far, but I feel like that 9 is the kind of game that everyone is chirping for and wanting. That would be like internet win points, automatically.
Sure.
I'm sure there was that. We saw that Reddit guy who kind of like, who knows whether it was a real leak or not, but one of them was internally they were looking at similar style remakes for 8 and 9 based on the reaction.
Surely they could leave it. They've just done a remaster.
Yeah, maybe it'd be 9 first and then maybe 8 in the future type of thing.
I'd love that.
I think that would be great because you've got things like 10 and onwards from the PS2 era. They hold up a bit better in looks and things like that, so it's an easier to just
you don't
go back.
need to remake 10 and 12 or whatever like that.
Exactly, they look good enough already. Man, that's so exciting to hear that. All is well. Music obviously still amazing.
Music's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's so cool to like hear how the battle theme like kind of like start like when the enemies, because I think the thing is it's only the second half of it when you just get sort of the enemies will come at you without then a like little tutorial bit coming up. And it's you hear how the music will subtly sort of change into into the battle themes. Is so cool.
Again, it's modern style FFF in terms of you see an enemy, you go attack it. It's no random type of thing. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Excellent.
Awesome.
That is very good to hear, and I'm very excited to play that. I will try and get on that.
Cannot wait.
ASAP. Fantastic. Right. I think. Have you got anything else you wanted to chat about?
I just want to get onto bets.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's get onto bets. So, last episode we had a bet about going onto the PlayStation Store and searching for Grand Theft Auto 5, basically seeing how much you can spend on it.
Yeah.
With individual items.
Yeah, we kind of realised that we weren't as quite as specific as we should have been.
Yeah, so what we've looked at really is if, for example, there is a special edition of the game, we look at the most expensive bundle version of the game. Once that is bought, on the store, if you buy that, you can't then buy another version because it knows you've already got the game.
Yeah.
So we've looked at the most expensive bundle, any of the what they quote as add-ons in there, and we've looked at the PS4 version because PS3 has different things. So we've just gone the PS4. Now, to remind the audience, I believe I bet 280.
Yep.
Was it? You bet 75. We also had Jeremy bet 300 and Tom who bet 1,500. Quite a lot of money. Now, can you reveal to me how much?
I can. So the actual amount that you could spend is £203.42.
And if I'm right, that makes me the winner.
Yeah, it does.
Fantastic. So that is another point to Hufflepuff.
Do you want to throw out there though the bundle of the game? I was almost like bang on with the
it was
money.
80. Was it 75?
Yeah, it was like 70. It was 75 or 80. But yeah, I thought that I thought that Rockstar might might cut back a bit, but no.
So that's 1 point to Hufflepuff.
No, it's not 1 point. It's 10 points.
10 points
because of
Gryffindor.
But I think that means it's 10 all.
Yes,
You've drawn level, so it's 10 all with between.
I feel
the
like
two
Gryffindor.
houses.
They like a comeback.
Yeah,
it's pretty classic, isn't it?
Normally they just don't get any points. And they just win from the end from nothing. But
which is exactly what happened last.
Which is exactly what happened last time. So next time, new bet. So we mentioned earlier that the Ghost of Tsushima story trailer was released a little bit of time ago. But what we're going to do next time we record, we will live on the podcast. We will go onto a mobile phone, we'll go onto YouTube, and we will see how many views the story trailer's got on the PlayStation channel. Yeah, I haven't really thought about this. Yeah, I haven't thought about it until now either. I can't. I'm struggling to even think about like how many views. Do you want me to guess? Yeah, first? Do you want to guess? I'm gonna say that it is gonna have 13 million views. I'm glad with your we're going to the number, by the way. So if you want to go even more in detail, 13.7 all the way 8 million. No, we're going to look at everything. So like you could do 13,863,510. Oh. So wait, I'm just trying. So 13 million. Yeah. I'm going to say 784,000. Yeah. 256. Okay. Views. I'm glad you said that because I had a number in my head. And I wasn't sure if it was like completely off base. It's got to be in the millions, right? Yeah. So you think so? Because there's probably people that just go onto the PlayStation, like whatever the PlayStation YouTube channel puts out, they just watch. Yeah. So I'm going to go with 10 million. Yep. 826,000. Yep. 912. So you've gone about almost exactly 3 million less than me. Yeah. So because mine's the bigger number. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my computer, my phone, and my PlayStation just re-watching the trailers to just try and boost those numbers. I like it. Cool. All right. So we're going to look at that live. We'll look at it next time. Episode 22. Whoa. And and that's locked in now. Hey, I just realised this is episode 21 of Bomb Squad. Yeah. If Bomb Squad was a person and went to America, they could now drink. Think about that. You know what that means? Every episode from now on, we can have a beer whilst we have it. Watch. We don't have to. Probably not. Excellent. Thank you very much, as always, for being here, Chris. It's all right. I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. Yeah. And thank you guys for listening and hopefully watching as well. Where can you find us, Chris? You find us at InDreams Club on Twitter. Yeah. I thought I'd go with Twitter first. I like it. At InDreams Club Twitter. Probably our most active. Maybe. I feel like every now and then I forget to do it. I feel like there should be a way that that automatically does it from the website. There might well be. There probably is. In fact, I'm almost certain there is. Yeah, actually. There definitely is. I've managed to put the Twitter link on the website there. Yes, at the bottom. Cool. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. You can find indreamsclub.com. Yep. Is the website. It's the website, yes. Not indreams.me. No, don't do that. Well, you can never ever go there. No, you can. No, I'm joking. Always go there. Because that's for dreams and that's a PlayStation game. Yeah. And we're a PlayStation podcast. We love. Where else? Facebook. Just search for there is Facebook. I haven't really finished it. But yeah, we're still working on that. Byte. Byte, yeah.
Byte.
Vine's successor. You can find us now.
Yeah.
I haven't put a Byte up in a while though.
That's okay.
Maybe I should do
Maybe
one.
a post episode one.
Post episode Byte. So watch out for our Byte.
Yeah.
I think that's everywhere, isn't it?
I think that is. Yeah. Good stuff. Well, thank you very much as always, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.
Yeah, but what about salmonella? I'm like, fuck off with your salmonella. I don't believe in it.